Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading for July 28th to August 4th. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. All right, Taurus, I have to tell you that while I was pulling out your cards, I got this energy of, I don't like to use this word lightly, but redemption. So whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, for some of you, this is redemption with respect to somebody who had wronged you. For others of you, it's redemption with respect to your career, your finances, really showing up in this world in a new way, okay? A way that feels far more powerful for you. I know you guys have been going through it. We've been doing the readings. I've been seeing the cards, It's been a moment, right? Remember that Uranus is finally out of your sign, so you're getting a little bit of a reprieve here. However, this Mercury retrograde, it probably hasn't been the easiest one for you guys, okay? Let's see. ¿Qué dice Dios? What does God say here for you this week? Okay, here's my advice, okay? Whoever tries to be confrontational or arrogant or egotistical or like I'm better than you, that kind of energy, my advice to you is don't engage. You have to be very wary of this person. I feel like this person behaves, it's like you don't know who you're going to get. Jekyll and Hyde, but not in a good way. This is a person who pretends to I'm not liking this. This is the kind of energy where they give you a purse and then degrade you, berate you, insult you, and dangle the carrot and go, oh my God, I'm sorry, I was drunk, I won't do it again. But then they go and do it again. I'm not really a big fan of this person, to be honest. The void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb, waxing gibbous, alignment, refinement, nurture, patience, evolution, and guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. Look, Taurus, I think you know who I'm talking about. For some of you, this could be your boss. For others, a romantic partner, your parents. It's going to be a slightly different for all of you. Ultimately, though, Taurus is turning around and going, hey, why do you keep trying to move forward in this at your own expense? Why do you keep trying to make this work at your detriment? How much more suffering are you going to be putting yourself through? Where do you need to nurture yourself, align your life? Where do you need to gain that clarity, that confidence, that self-trust to manifest your dreams? Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. I think a lot of you are feeling very guilty for past behavior, past choices, past decisions. And so now you feel like staying in this or accepting this type of borderline abusive behavior. And abusive behavior for some of you is kind of like your punishment, or I deserve this because I stayed, or I accepted this as my reality. No, baby, no. Mommy can't cry today because I'm going to an event and I did my makeup and I look beautiful and it's already freaking so hot in here because there's no AC. But I'm going to tell you, I don't even feel like you're honestly crying. I feel like there's rage and there's anger, and that anger is maybe itself going towards yourself. Like, why did I do this? Why did I decide? Why did I not walk away? Why did I go down this path? 7 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 5 of Swords. And then guilt, shame gets in the way. Babe, I want you to stop that shit. I love you. Don't do that to yourself. I want you to remember this, okay? You made those choices in those moments with the knowledge that you had available to you at that time. Those decisions you made them to the best of your ability with the knowledge, the courage, the vitality, with everything that you had at that time. Don't beat yourself up for the past. Don't beat yourself up for the past decisions, for your inaction. And definitely don't beat yourself up for this person and their behavior, no matter how much they try and blame you, no matter how much they try and discredit you, discard you, insult you, or make it seem like it's a you problem, it's a you fault. This person is highly unevolved. Highly unevolved. Honestly, it sounds like my landlord. Who can never take responsibility for their inability to do their professional job, but yet finds every which way to blame me. And I'm like, you make no fucking sense, you realize. But anyways, don't bother arguing with them. This person is so this person has their head so far up their own ASS that they can't even see the truth about the situation. And you need to come to a point in your life where you need to decide why you're staying and if leaving is actually the better path. Two of Cups, the Emperor. Because honestly, I feel like it is. There's more opportunities here. This could be a really crappy boss, a really crappy romantic relationship, friendship, neighbor, landlord even. Like, you know, Hanged Man, King of Wands. Swords is like, where's that Taurian energy? Where is that self-love? Where is that self-respect? Where is that charisma? Where is that confidence? You know, even the fact that you got Venus as your amulet, Venus from StarSea Jewels is connected to your planet. Venus from StarSea Jewels is about the self-love, the self-worth, to attract the soulmate, the sensuality, the success, the luxury, the finer things in life. You know, I had a client today who was so funny. He was saying to me, he's like, yeah, you know, like I work in this luxury space and I make pretty decent money. And, you know, I always ask for the sale. Like, what's the worst they're going to say? No. And how many times have you not asked because you're afraid of saying no, when maybe if you had just asked or you had just taken action or you just believed in yourself, things could have been differently. You'll never know, and I don't want you to beat yourself up over it, but I want you to think about that. How many times are you staying silent for other people? How many times are you going to accept this? The source is saying move on to your 9 of Cups here, Taurus. Look. It's time now. It's time for you to dream big. It's time for you to believe in yourself. And if you're not believing in yourself, the question becomes, how can we get you to believe in yourself? Justice in your love life, Justice, the Empress, and the King of Swords. Honestly, I think for a lot of you, this could have to do with romance, but not for all of you, but it could. And either way, whatever the dynamic is, whether this is romantic love or whether this is platonic or your career, this is about self-sovereignty, self-love, self-respect, the Hermit. Yeah. Where are you doing injustice to yourself? Justice 2 times in the Empress, and that's you. Where are you devaluing yourself, disrespecting yourself, and not allowing justice to prevail in situations because you're worried more about other people, other people's perceptions, other people's feelings, other people's experiences, other, except for you? King of Swords, three of Swords, and the 6 of Swords, or 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, I do think some of you are truly having to realize that this romantic relationship that you are in is just not working. And for others of you, this could have to do with career. And then the career is bleeding into the work. And so, you know what I mean? It's like a ripple effect. Ultimately, I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you that Source is saying you need to embrace this journey instead of trying to avoid it, lean into it, evolve, have patience, and most definitely let go of this guilt, shame, embarrassment. You don't need to hold on to that anymore, Taurus, okay? If you want to work together with me in any capacity, it's down in the description box below. Go take my free money archetype quiz. It's down there. And here's this video to help you with manifesting your dream life. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. We'll see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.